We here.
We're back.
If I could figure out how to do intro music of us coming in, I would have played September 21st song that everybody likes by Cool and the Gang. No. Do you remember?
The 21st night of September, taking the clouds away. Hey, that was
You could just.
It's Earth, Wind, and Fire did that song.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Nope. That's a good one. I do like that song.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun.
It is the 21st of September. Wow. So tomorrow is the official first day of autumn, last day of summer. So
is autumn and fall the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Is that an East Coast, West Coast thing?
Could be.
Okay.
On the calendar, it says autumn. I think technically it's autumn, but we call it fall because the things fall off the trees.
Right, which means my tree that I'm staring at now with millions of leaves will all fall onto my patio.
Mm-hmm. Do they stain?
They don't, thankfully.
Well, that's good.
Thankfully. Yeah.
That's good. Yep. So on that note, I decided to, clean all the fans in the house because they're gross after working hard all summer. So that's on the list of things to do today. I know. Sounds exciting.
Sounds not
right?
fun.
Yeah. Well, maybe a trip to the SCO and have a slice of pizza and do a little shopping and, that kind of stuff.
I am kind of excited. When my mom moved from her former retirement community to her new retirement community, she had one of those things that blow air, the gardeners use.
A leaf blower?
I don't know what they're called. Yeah, a leaf blower. She had a little portable one so she could blow the leaves out of her driveway, and she didn't need it, so I took it. So I'm gonna be using the leaf blower in the patio to make all the leaves go away. I'm excited about that.
We've got one of those too. It helps just keep the stuff out of the spa, so keeps the spa clean.
How does the dog like it?
Oh, he doesn't care. He's not one of those dogs that's afraid of, he's not afraid of thunder. He's not afraid of stuff like that. But if we're walking and a truck backfires, he jumps 4 feet in the air and spins around. What the hell was that? He does get startled, but when I'm vacuuming, he could care less about the vacuum. But if I pull the wand out to do the corners, it's game on. He thinks it's a toy and there's bite marks all over the wand and he'll grab it. So I just let him grab it and he'll run around the house and then, okay, I'm done. And then I'll go back to vacuuming and he's got to grab it again. It's just this exciting toy.
Okay.
Yep.
They're dogs.
That is
they're dumb.
Exciting adult life, which we're going to get to today, but let's start with our Sharesy Caresy moment.
So in line with what we'll continue to talk about, remember when I was young and naive and idealistic. I was I don't know, maybe it's probably still in high school. And I would see things or parents or even my sister with my nephew, get to it was just the why. And it'd be because I said so. And I was I am never going to say that because we should explain things to kids and we should tell them, and that's dismissive.
That'll work for you.
And then I started watching him every Friday. I would pick him up from his little daycare and I'd drive him home and I'd hang out with him for a little bit. And I realized that sometimes the only thing that works is because I said so. But I gave him 3, so I changed it, right? So I was all right, 3. You get 3 whys. And then if it just continues and I'm frustrated, we're going to go to, because I said so. And I wasn't nasty about it. I mean, sometimes I probably was. And then with my own kids, I was I got to come up with a better idea. I don't want them to not ask me questions. I want to encourage the engagement. But then you just have to, then I learned just change their mind. Well, why do you think? And then they'd be here's my ball. Because they
squirrel
process that. 2 years old. And yeah, so that was my, oh boy, it was, I tried as they got older, like to explain things to them in, um, like age appropriate ways. And I tried to say no as little as possible when it made sense. Like if they wanted to do things, I would think about it for a second and I would try and say, right, like I feel like most of the time when I was told no, I couldn't do something, it was because it was an inconvenience to like my parents, or it was, and that is probably not the case, but that's how I felt. And so I didn't want my kids to feel that same way. So I tried to at least explain a little bit, like we can't go to this because I have to do this and this and this, and I can't take you and oh well, so and so can pick me up. Okay, well great, then you can go. So I think you just have to sometimes, give them a little explanation.
Yeah.
And then sometimes because I said so.
Because
just
I
what
said
works.
So. That was always the last resort, because I said so. And then you're like, all right, drop it.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
It's yeah.
Oh, well, my Kersey is, my poor Cracker Barrel is in the news again.
Again?
Well, I guess they posted like their earnings statement and it wasn't that great. So their stock kind of like took a little dip. And then, however, conversely, their loyalty program is apparently going off the charts. They're claiming they've got like 3 million new members in their loyalty program. And then just this morning, I saw that, so one of the shareholders is one of these capital groups that also owns Shake Shack. And so that CEO is basically saying he's trying to rally the rest of the shareholders of Cracker Barrel to get rid of the CEO of Cracker Barrel that kind of botched this whole rebranding thing. And I just thought, oh, my poor Cracker Barrel, it's just taking a beating. It's really not that good.
Adults ruin everything. Yeah,
it's really not that good. But, gotta have something to fight about, I guess.
I've never been to Shake Shack. Now they just opened one fairly local to me. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. But
it's nothing special.
I have no. I don't eat fast food in general. So
I think I've been to one in an airport, and it was just like, all right, it's a burger and fries. It's nothing special. So, yeah.
That's kind of how I also feel about unpopular opinion, In-N-Out. It's just a burger. It's fine.
Ooh, yeah. That's going to get you in trouble.
I don't care.
Well, we used to not live near an In-N-Out burger. So that was like, oh, anytime we travel, we got to have In-N-Out. Now there's one right down the street. So I don't have to have it, I can have it whenever I want. And it's good. I like it, but
it's fine.
Yeah, I don't have to have it. It's like maybe once a month we'll go there, or I'll go there, or we'll go there.
I'll maybe go once every 4 years. I don't wait in lines. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah. See, we go when they open at 10 o'clock. It's breakfast. So you avoid that.
That's fair.
All right. So let's get to our topic for the day. Yep. So we're going to talk about childhood misconceptions about adulthood. We're going to talk about things our parents said that, when you become an adult, you're like, that was a bunch of bullshit. And stuff like that. So
things that I just thought were real that aren't, that I don't know if somebody told me or I just thought it. Yeah, I got some of those too. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get us started. Start us off.
This is and I have no idea where this came from, and especially in Southern California, I, at 16, for probably a good, at least 5 days, well, I'm going to say maybe 2 years because of all of the traffic schools I went to, I thought it was illegal to drive barefoot. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay, Hawaii. All the time we spend at the beach, and we all.
I don't know who told me that. I don't know where that concept. I have no idea that. I have no idea, but for whatever reason, I thought it was.
That's funny. Now, we had people that used to they try to drive with ski boots on. It's like
terrible idea.
You know what? Change your shoes when you get to the ski area. Don't try to drive in those. You can barely walk in them, and you're going to try and drive in those things? no, that's not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of driving ones.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, one of the things that, when we were kids, we just thought it would be so cool to be an adult because you could stay up as late as you wanted. Well, technically you can, but do you have anywhere to be the next day? And as you get
Sure.
older, you stay out till midnight. You're paying for it for like 2, 3 days, not just the next day.
Ugh.
And yeah, it's sleep just becomes a whole world in itself. And I don't have problems sleeping. I'm a champion sleeper. It's rare that I have like a sleepless night. I know you hate me, but a lot of people sleep becomes elusive as you get to this age. So I get it, but yeah, it's one of those things. It's can't can't
Yeah.
can't stay up all night. Can't stay out all night either. That's not cool anymore. That's just sad. It's like, why can't you go home? Do you not
Just
have
think
a
of, right,
home?
like I used to work for Sony Electronics, and we would work the CES show, which was always like a week long thing. And there's a massive party every night. And like, I remember we were like coming back to the hotel at 4:30 in the morning, and we had to be on the floor, like in our outfits, in presenting to
Mm-hmm.
consumers the product at like 8 a.m. I'm like, I gotta
Yeah.
get at least an hour. Like it was, like, yeah. I don't. I think I would just fall over somewhere around 2 if somebody was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
Well, that became the rookie move at the managers' conferences that I had to go to. It was, if you wanted to stay out late, well, guess what? The session starts at 7 a.m. Breakfast is
Hmm.
at 6:30. If you skip breakfast, it's like you can, but you shouldn't. And I remember there was one, I think we were in Florida, Orlando, and we're walking into our session, and one of the one of the guys is walking next to me, and he looks over and he's like, "Do I have stripper glitter on me?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "We just got back like an hour ago. Do I have stripper glitter on me?" I'm like,
Do I
"No."
smell like
I'm
smoke,
like, "No,
whiskey,
you look okay."
desperation?
Yeah. So and it's like when I first started going to those meetings, it was like, "Oh, come on, let's stay out. Let's have a couple more drinks. We hardly ever see each other. Blah blah blah." Oh no, we're going to bed. And then by the time I left the company, yeah, I was that person. Like, okay, are we going to the hotel bar? Can we just go hang out in the hotel bar? Because I just want to go upstairs when I'm ready. I don't want to have to find a way back to the hotel and like the whole like you're gonna stay. I'm gonna go. It just no. It just became I just need to go to bed because I just want to get through this and go home. Sad, I know, right? And leads me to another one. We thought drinking was so cool. Can't wait to be 21. We can go to bars, we can hang out, we can party. And it was fun for a while. We had our moments, but
We did.
um you try to do that now and all you need to do is watch that Charlie Sheen documentary to know that all the drinking and drugs just isn't cool after a certain point. It's just not cool. So,
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't have the after effects of it, for sure, but like you have those, and it is, who, I don't know who once said, who told us, but right, martinis are like boobs, one's not enough and three's too many. That's kind of how basically every drink is for me now. Like two's good, but if I get to three,
yeah.
that's rough. That could go really bad either way.
It's like, did I eat a full meal? Do I have okay, I got to drink like water. I've got to, take something before I go to bed. It's a whole process. And
It's all process, yeah.
that's just even like, I don't have to work the next day. But it's like, do I have stuff to do tomorrow? All right, how many drinks?
Right. Okay, wait. What was the last time I had the last one? Has it been 45 minutes? I
Exactly.
should probably wait another 15 minutes before. Yeah, no, there's the
Well,
whole thing.
the nice thing in Arizona is that almost all of the bars and places that you go to have a water station, so you don't have to ask for water. You just grab that water on your way in and, you know, just make sure you're hydrating while you're drinking. So,
Gotta pace yourself.
gotta pace yourself. It really becomes a science. And then that kind of takes all the fun out of it.
It does.
Oh God. All right. Give us another one.
Right, we're gonna stick with the whole car theme. I also thought it was illegal to drive with the dome light on, and that was definitely something my parents would say. Like, you'd be in the back seat and you turn it on to like do something or fish with something. They're like, you gotta turn that off. It's illegal. If the cops see us, they're gonna pull. It's not illegal. It probably makes it more difficult for them to see while, and then shadows and stuff at night. But no, it's not illegal. It's just inconvenient.
That used to drive my dad nuts. Is if you rolled the window down a little bit and then you'd start to get that like vibration.
Oh yeah.
I mean, his head would whip around so fast. Like, who opened the window? And it's like, well, I just need some air. Well, I'll turn up the air. Well, can I have some fresh air?
I need fresh. Yeah.
Yeah. And kicking his seat in the car.
You just have to crack a window on the other side, and then pressure.
No, I didn't like that. But yeah, the dome light. Yeah, I know. It's like I try to avoid driving at night. First of all, that's a whole nother thing.
I try to avoid leaving the house.
I try to avoid just driving. But if someone turns the light on, oh yeah, it changes the whole dynamic, the visual dynamic in the car. It's like, oh my God, wait a minute, we got to pull over because now I can't see. Now I'm distracted.
But wait, I have to wait for my eyes to adjust to the brightness.
It's awful. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Oh God. Well, we kind of talked about credit cards previously. I'm going to get a credit card and then I'm an adult and I can buy whatever I want. We can go out to eat and this, that, and the other. And it's like, guess what?
Do you understand 30% adjustable interest rates?
Yeah, you got to pay that back and you're paying to borrow that money. So you got to pay interest. And yeah, guess what? If you can't afford it now, you can't afford it in 3 weeks. So what are you doing? And
yeah, I feel like I wish I really they always said don't get into a credit card and don't get into debt, but I don't think like anybody really sat down and explained it in a way that resonated with me. They might have explained it, but it didn't resonate with me. I didn't grasp that concept and that's definitely one of those looking back I wish I never would have situations.
If you had given me a bag of M&Ms and then said, okay, well, you can have more, but it's going to cost you this many M&Ms. It might have made sense that way. If you put it in candy terms, it might have made sense to me, but
maybe, yeah, something.
Yeah. Oh, and that leads me to, you can eat whatever you want when you're a grown up. You don't have to eat your vegetables. You can have, McDonald's every day.
Sure. All the time.
All the time. And you'll be just fine. Just fine.
And you feel terrible all the time.
You'll look great. You'll be
look
awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no problems there. Yep.
Your skin gets gray, you're constipated or diarrhea all the time. Yeah.
It's one or the other.
It's one or the other.
It's one or the other. Yep.
It's terrible.
Eat whatever you want. Stay up late, eat whatever you want. Party time.
I also feel like, and I don't know if it was, I think it was just more propaganda-y kind of stuff, but always felt like at any given moment I was going to be kidnapped. Right? The don't talk to strangers and
stranger danger.
Stranger and the milk carton faces and
Amber alerts.
Amber alert. I just at any given moment, somebody was that's not what happens. There's not this rampant kidnapping situation. But I thought I was at any given moment, my life was peril and I was going to be taken and don't go too far because don't get in a car with strangers and okay. Yeah.
I know.
We lived in a pretty safe neighborhood.
I know. It's like or the house was going to burn down tomorrow. It's like, we have to have one of those ladders for the second floor. What? Jumping out the window.
Yes, my former in-laws bought me one when I moved into a two-story because they wanted to make sure that if something happened, that their grandkids could get out.
Wow. Aren't you just
That's
gonna
all I'm gonna
aren't you
say.
just gonna throw them from the second floor? Catch!
I'm just gonna hope that. I mean,
I'm sorry to anyone out there who's been in a house fire. That's got to be horrible, horrible.
horrible.
I'm not trying to make light of that, but I don't know.
I don't think in any neighborhood I've ever lived in, I have seen a house on fire. There's probably been one where something happened and like was just to the ground, but like it's
like fully engulfed.
Yeah, like I don't even feel like actual firemen, like they don't even like I have pulse point on my to see like what happens. None of them are fire calls. Like firemen don't report to, like it's maybe one call every 3 weeks for an actual fire.
Yeah, it's I have a funny video I'll show you, and it's it's all the stuff that they respond to. And they're like, it's "Wouldn't It Be Nice" by the Beach Boys. Wouldn't it be nice? And they're sitting there and they're like answering all these like, really minor medical calls and things like that. And then, wouldn't it be nice if we had a big fire that we could respond to? But yeah, that's true. They do deal with a lot of stuff that's not fires. Okay, here's one. You have to have children. Oh, no, you don't have to have children. You can, and that's your choice, and that's great. You don't have to get married
either.
You don't have to get married. You don't have to have children. That's, that's one, because I don't have children, and I had someone say to me, "But you have pets, right?" Yeah, I have pets. But what if I didn't?
It wouldn't matter.
I don't know.
Just live your life.
Do I have to care for something? Do I have to nurture something? I have plants. I have dogs. I don't know.
I don't want either of those things. I'm done with taking care of things. I don't want to take care of anything anymore. Just me. I'm just taking care of me. And that's enough because I'm a handle.
Yeah, you are. All right, give me one. Give me another one.
Additionally, I thought that at any given moment of any given day, we were going to have a massive earthquake that was going to destroy everything and slide us into the ocean. Now, I've lived in Southern California my entire life, and there have been 2 situations with local earthquakes, and the extent of the damage was one, we lost a picture frame. RIP picture frame. Fell off the counter. The other one, we had a picture fall off the wall, but it didn't. But and there's been a couple of big ones that has caused damage in different areas, but it's just like if you take any fictional earthquake movie and you see what happens, that is kind of the thought, right? We still do the earthquake drill every year, and there's not, they just don't happen that often. I'm great. We should be prepared. You should be ready, but
well, I think the biggest one we went through was the Northridge quake.
Northridge.
And that did take down freeways and parking structures and things like that. But, where we were, it shook a lot. It might have knocked something over, that was
the picture frame.
Tippy to begin with. But, it didn't damage anything that as far as I was concerned. But yeah, it did take down some buildings and things. So, and then you look at these earthquakes like in other parts of the world where they take down whole buildings, and it's like, well, other countries have different, construction codes. So things are going to come down easier, or, but that's, I know, it was like, be prepared for the worst, because it will happen. We will get an 8.0 earthquake at some point in our lives. It's like, okay, all right.
We might, but also, how do you prepare? Even if you do the drills and you do everything, when it really happens, nobody behaves like that. It's chaos. Your fight or flight kicks in, and you're fighting. You're
If
fighting.
if if it's a big one, that desk is going to smash on top of you that you're under. I mean, I don't know if that's going to help
you.
you.
You're going to stand in the doorway.
Yep, stand in the doorway. Don't run outside. Power lines will fall on you and kill you.
I'm going to run as fast as I can to the biggest open area. I've got a high school right next to me. I'm going to run right to the middle of that soccer field.
There you go.
There's nothing near it.
Oh, a plane might crash on you, though.
We are in the flight path. So.
I've got another one with the car. So, okay. and I thought that this was true in some models of cars, but the car won't start until you put your seatbelt on. You got to put your seatbelt on or the car won't start.
That was probably something somebody told you to make sure that you put your seatbelt on all the time.
Yeah. But I thought there were cars that wouldn't start. I thought there were cars like that wouldn't start until you put your seatbelt on. Maybe not.
What was your shock when you actually started the car without the seatbelt on?
I don't know if I had that. If I had one of those.
Do you remember the ones that had the you just shut the door and it'd go
it was like, whoa, if you weren't expecting it, like that just strangled me. But
then you had to do the lap one yourself.
Yeah.
Or didn't. Or then yeah.
We had we had a dog that liked to eat things. Well, almost all of our dogs like to eat things they shouldn't, but he ate the passenger seat belt in one of the cars we had. So
okay.
you couldn't, we tied a knot in it and I'm like, this is never gonna fly. So just don't let anybody sit in this seat because until we replace this, which we didn't replace it. We sold the car. We actually bought the seatbelt, but never put it in. And then when we sold the car, we're like, here, you're going to have to replace that seatbelt.
Merry Christmas.
So, Merry Christmas. But it was like, don't sit in that seat because that seatbelt's not, it's not going to work.
No.
And that's a funny thing is school buses don't have seatbelts.
Nope. Well, they do now.
I mean, you'd think the one thing that where you want safety for children, there's no seatbelts on a school bus. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Give me another one.
I have a reverse one where what my mother believed that was wrong when we were younger. So when I was like 15, my brother started playing ice hockey and just rec league, beer league. And they only you get ice time, right? It's like 11 o'clock at night on Friday. And 15, 16, I'm not old enough to go to parties, but I'm too old to want to stay at home on Friday night. So my mom would be like, oh yeah, you could totally go to the rink with your brother because your brother's there, so it's safe. Not having any clue what beer league hockey players were like and the degeneration of people that play beer league hockey on Friday at 11 o'clock at night. And I was just there to oh, they're cute boys that are playing hockey. Yeah. So that's where my love for the game started, and the fact that she had no idea. I don't think she still knows how bad it is. I'm pretty sure she doesn't know some of the things that I did in my life surrounding or related to the sport.
Oh, God. Well, one thing that I learned after living in the mountains is bears don't hibernate like you think they do in the movies. Like Yogi. They don't go away for 6 months and you never see them. No, that doesn't work. I mean, they do slow down and they're not as active. But they're still out. They're still out. I mean, they do fatten up for that period. And then when they are done with that kind of, I guess you call it hibernation, but it's not hibernation what you think it is. They do come out and they're they're hungry. They want to eat less, but they're just less active. And they may, you may not see them as much. But yeah, they don't hole up in a cave and don't come out for 6 months. That doesn't happen.
They don't roll the rock over and then go away in the back.
No, Lazarus, they don't.
Somebody rolls. They don't. Okay.
No. How about swallowing gum?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that stays in your stomach for 7 years. What?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And if you swallow a watermelon seed, watermelon will grow in your stomach.
Yeah, or you'll get
Also not true.
appendicitis is the other one. You swallow
Yeah,
watermelon
that's on
seeds,
my
you'll get
list. Is that
appendicitis.
any stomach ache was going to be appendicitis. Now, Priscilla was a nurse, so the only way I could get out, like if I had a stomach ache or I didn't want to go to school because I didn't feel good, I had to pretend that the stomach ache was on my right side, because that way she would let me home, because it could be appendicitis, and so she just wanted to be safe. So, which it never was, but that was the only way I could stay home.
Oh, we had a good one living in Palos Verdes. You'd look out and see the Channel Islands and Catalina Island. And when people would come to visit, they'd say, "Is that Hawaii?" What? You got to get on a plane and fly 6 hours to go to Hawaii. Yeah, that's Hawaii right there. Yep, that's it. That's Hawaii.
Yep.
Nope. Oy. I'm trying to think of some other stuff my mom used to do. Oh, one thing that did kind of turn out to be true, and she knew from personal experience, was if you wear, there are certain types of shoes that will ruin your feet. They just will.
Yes.
And anytime we go shoe shopping, oh, I like these. Where are they made? Italy? Nope. Forget it. They will destroy your feet. And I think I did tell her eventually. I said, you were right. There are shoes that, kind of didn't destroy my feet, but you hardly ever wore them because they just were.
Yeah, they hurt.
They hurt. They were bad for you, and you could just feel like what's happening. So, that's one thing where she was actually right.
There was one pair of like a low boot, and they had like maybe a 2-inch heel. They were expensive. I got them on sale, and then I loved them so much I went back and bought another pair because I knew eventually they would go discontinued. And I wore them until the soles wore out, and then I took them to get them resoled, and they didn't use as good a material as resoling, and they weren't comfortable. They weren't as comfortable. So yeah, there is some truth to that. I believe it. God, those were great shoes. Loved them.
Yeah, it just reminds me of that episode of Friends where Monica buys those boots, and they hurt her feet to the point where she has to be carried home, and they're passing by a window. She's like, "Ooh, there they are in tan." It's like, no. Yeah, I know. Bad shoes, just. And then it's like you buy stuff and it's like, "Oh, that doesn't really look that good on you. I don't know why you're spending that money." "No, I like it. I like it. I like it." And then you wear it once and you're like, "No, it really doesn't look good on me," or "It doesn't fit right." And you never wear it again. And it's like, well, that was a waste, but you did it anyway. You did it anyway.
The perils of trying to look cute.
Oh my God. And I was thinking about that just this morning. I'm like, the maintenance just on womanhood in general, just the hair alone, all the hair, the body hair, the top head hair, all the hair that you have to deal with is just, that's a full-time job right there. Nobody prepares you for that. You think, "Oh, I'm going to wear all this makeup and look gorgeous when I'm an adult." And it's like, that's a lot of work. A lot of work.
It's too much work. It's just to the point where it's the like, right. So you have the skin screening, you have your regular physical, you have your OBG screening, you have your mammogram. The amount of things for just baseline, it's a lot, and it's exhausting.
It really is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I know.
Also, we have come to learn now, but at the time, the food pyramid, what a scam that was. But we lived it, right? Like, "Oh, this is heart healthy. Have some Cheerios." "Oh, but you sprinkle a little sugar on it if you don't like it because it's so bland. And here's some milk that Lord only knows what else was it." I don't know. There just was so many things. I used to eat a chocolate dipped granola bar because I thought it was like a little bit healthier, right? Because it was a granola bar. It's not at all. Like, I would eat a chocolate covered they're dips, DIPPS.
I remember dips.
I'd eat one of those with a tab in the morning on my way to school. I feel like that's the OG fridge cig.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
Here's
the fridge cig. Yeah, send that fridge cig.
I'm afraid I'm gonna spill it
Oh
everywhere
my
if I send
God.
it. So
Yeah, that's funny. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
And I thought like, no big deal. Like I thought it was
you
way
thought that was
better choice
healthy.
than like a donut.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
That
Yeah,
was
the stuff
wrong.
we used
Yeah.
to eat thinking, oh, we can eat this forever. Nope. No, you
Margarine.
can't.
Yeah. Margarine.
Margarine. Yeah, well, radium used to
Mm-hmm.
be a health tonic. Radium. I mean, people's like
Yeah.
faces fell off from licking those little things and doing the diet. Have you seen the Radium
Well, I mean,
Girls, that movie?
Botox is botulism.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
See, I think the jury's still out on all that stuff. The fillers, the
Oh,
Botox. I mean, what
I think it's terrible.
and what's the shelf life on that? You have to get it redone, and
Yeah.
it's not forever. And
No.
that's why I won't do any of that. I'm just gonna age like, like nature intended and look like a baseball mitt by the time I'm dead.
I would rather spend money on food and shovel it in my face than well, because if you're a little plumper, it pushes those wrinkles right on
It really
out.
does. Yeah.
Just
I
saying.
don't want
You get
Ozempic
too
face,
skinny, you
you
look like
know?
I do not.
I don't want Ozempic face.
I will say the other thing growing up Catholic is that every minor bad thing that happened, I was always convinced I was going to hell and that Jesus was always watching. And my parents would use that, like if you're lying, and then you have to go to confession and Jesus and
Mm-hmm.
God are listening. I was scared of hell and Jesus watching me all the time.
Yeah.
They did it, I mean, fairness to them, I'm sure they did it on purpose to try and, keep us in line. And after my sister, who is 6 years older than me, when she was a senior in high school, had a party. And when you had parties in high school, in Catholic high school, it spread and people would come from all over. And 200 people showed up at my mom. They were in Hawaii on like probably an anniversary trip or something. And I was at my grandma's house, so I wasn't even there. 200 people, the helicopter came, the cops came, somebody broke a window. It was a whole big thing. And then when they came home and found out about it, because you didn't find out until you came home because nobody called you while you were on vacation. You just waited and the neighbors were like, this little thing happened. She wasn't home, but me and my brother were home and we got yelled at, screamed at. How there's part? I'm like, I wasn't even here. Like, I'm 12. I was at grandma's
You're like,
house. Like,
I
why are you
didn't
yelling at
know.
me? She
Well,
just had to yell at someone.
this is
So.
the example to you to not do what she did.
Yes, don't do, yes, because
Follow
you
in
will
her
go to hell and
footsteps.
Jesus
Yeah.
is watching. Yes, well, Jesus was watching her and she's in big trouble.
So there's a thing that I said, and I honestly don't remember saying it, but I guess it was genius enough for Tom to refresh my
Remember?
memory and remember. But Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy was all just a way of getting kids to believe in something that they can't see. Hence, here comes religion.
Okay.
And I thought, wow, I said that? I don't remember saying that.
Yeah,
But
what was there, were there things involved partaking in before you said? Like, was there
possibly,
some sort of, I
I'm
would
not
think.
sure, but the fact that I don't
Okay.
remember it, but yeah,
I mean, it's a good
it was
point.
all just a thing to get children, to prime children for religion and get them to
That
swallow
could be a
that.
rabbit hole I go down later.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about that. Just tuck that in, tuck that
Yeah.
away for later.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And, the other thing, keeping on the car theme, oh, my own car is going to just going to mean sweet, sweet, sweet freedom. Well, it kind of does, but you got to pay for that. It's not free. Cars are not free. And
the when the lights come on, that means something, and you shouldn't
don't ignore
ignore
that.
it.
Don't just put black electrical
Yes,
tape on it.
we refer to those as idiot lights.
Yeah.
Because hey, idiot, the light is on. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was always scared of like saying because I would get yelled at or like right like I hit the curb and so the tire got flat and then you would go drive better you get yelled at and so I tried when my kids were older to not vent my frustration like it wasn't at you, it was at the situation, and tried to like encourage them to just tell me like we'll deal with it. And I don't
Yeah.
know how that worked out, but yeah,
Yeah.
cars were not a good thing for me. Cars and driving were
You had
a
some
little rough.
moments. I had some moments.
We've
But,
all had
the number
moments.
one thing was, are you okay? No matter
Yes.
what we did to the car, it was, are you okay? Okay, now
Yeah.
let's deal with it. So, yeah, the car
Now
can be
you fucking
replaced.
idiot.
You can't. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Ah,
I venture to
and,
debate that.
you also think, what? What'd you say? The
I
car can
said
be
I venture
replaced.
to
You
debate
can't.
that. Yeah. Well,
I mean, technically, but no.
I mean, not exactly.
Well, and last but not least, you will turn into your parents. You will. On some levels, you will. I
Yes.
say stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I just channeled my mom or my dad. I mean, you think about it, you've spent how much time with them? At least 18 to 20
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
in the same house with them, listening to everything they said. And, it's like, you're gonna,
Bound to
it's
happen.
bound to happen. So just don't fight it. Just embrace it. Just embrace
You
it,
recognize it.
recognize it, and make changes where you can. That's all you can do. Welcome to my TED Talk.
That's a great sentiment. Perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. On that note, let's get
All right.
into
So
what you're
I
talking
will
about,
say
Willis.
what you're talking about, Willis. This is a reverse one also, but like we used to, I think my sister and her group of friends started it, referring to your parents as the Rents.
Mm-hmm.
So they would like start talking about stuff. Like, oh, the Rents are going to be home this weekend. We can't have the party, or my rent said I can't go. So the Rents was something that was when I was way. I think we should bring it back. It's kind of fun.
The
The
rents.
Rents.
Yeah.
The Rents. Yeah, instead of parents, the Rents.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. So
Well, yeah. I mean, my what you're talking about, Willis, is I just start laughing even thinking about it. It's a phrase that I heard or saw, and it just makes me laugh. And it is, start digging in your butt, twin.
oh yeah, I have heard some of the teacher middle school. What I'm hearing, yeah, I don't know that I understand
I don't
why
either.
we use it.
But it came from
It's
somebody took a SpongeBob SquarePants scene and made a meme out of it, where SpongeBob is being manipulated by I forget who his nemesis is, and he says,
Squidward.
I need you to make me a Krabby Patty," and he's got like some little thing on his brain that's controlling him, and he says, "Start digging in your butt, twin." And it infuriates whoever his enemy is.
Squidward.
Is it
Squidward.
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 And but that's not the original cartoon. It's somebody did that, and like, I don't know where the phrase came from,
That's
but
the meme of it.
that's the meme that kind of went viral that took off this phrase. So I think it just means, you better just hang on and start getting serious. If you want
Hold
this to
your
happen,
horses.
you better start digging in your butt, twin. I don't know. It just makes me laugh. I love it. I love it.
Oh.
So then I found some other phrases like, from like that our parents said. Um like right on or buzz off or
Yeah.
peace out. Um
Oh, Zach would like us to formally try and bring back the phrase spaz.
oh, I still use spaz.
Well, it's just we need to do it more. It needs to be way more mainstream. Spaz is the best.
Yeah, like
that was the bet. Like the movie Meatballs, and that was that spaz, spaz.
that was the guy's nickname was Spaz. They're cheering him on.
Yeah, it's spaz.
Spaz. Oh
And
yeah.
then Bad News Bears, where the kid goes, "You booger eating spaz." Yeah, spaz. You just got to.
So I have certain friends I call spaz. I'll be doing something at work and I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a spaz. Or don't be a spaz. Oh, I'm already trying to bring it back. It never left as far as I'm concerned. But,
well, we need to charge forward with making it more mainstream.
I think we should bring back "Keep on Trucking."
Oh, nice.
That was
I'm
a good
okay with
one.
that. Okay, keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
One of my favorite ones. So when Tom and I would take road trips, we put on like a comedy channel because then, there's no arguing about music. So I forget which comedian it is, one of the ones he listens to, but he says, there's no I in team. No, but there's two in syphilis.
It has nothing to do with anything.
I literally I think I was drinking something at the time and I sprayed the dashboard.
Oh, no.
I was like, that is hilarious. So then I would go to these I'd go to these managers conferences, and of course HR gets up there to try and, motivate you. And there was one time, I'm not kidding, she stood up there and she said, well, it's really true. There's no I in team. And I'm like, no, but there's two in syphilis.
But there are two in syphilis.
And I think the person next to me was like, what did you just say?
What?
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
You're like, oops, my bad. Thought bubble.
Oh, God. I just love those oldie time expressions. And, some new ones too. So,
yeah. I think we should collectively go watch 3 or 4 Burt Reynolds movies, because there are some gems in some of those movies that he's probably got that came from there.
Well, and I like the Southern ones because those are always a little bit like, there's the words they're saying, but there's a little bit of a meaning behind it. Like, bless your heart. Oh, bless your heart. That can mean go fuck yourself.
Yeah. It depends on how you say it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, one of my favorite.
Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. One of my favorite Dr. Phil ones was, well, my cat can have kittens in an oven, but that don't make them biscuits. Who's putting a cat in an oven? That's what I want to know.
And who thinks that would make them biscuits? Talking about?
I don't know.
I'm going to work on trying to make something up that doesn't mean anything and come up with my own.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
I'm going to start digging in my butt, twin, for some biscuit cats.
Well, you better keep on trucking because it's 6-7 coming up.
Right? Oh, boy. It's too many. Run them together. That was a run-on sentence.
That was. No punctuation required there. Oh, gosh. Well, I felt we were very mercurial today. We kind of just went all over the place with our topics.
I thought we were going to get through one. I thought we made it.
I have to throw a word at you. That's what I do. Okay. Oh, Squidward.
Drat those rasky kids.
Oh, if it wasn't for those meddling kids.
Kids, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we can.
Well,
I think
there
we're
we
good.
are.
I think we can
did it.
Wrap it up and put a bow on it and
put it in the oven with kittens. You gotta listen to the whole episode to get it, right? Like, you're so stupid.
All right, we gotta go.
Peace out.
Peace in the Middle East.